Hi, Melanie Stevens here again. I'm going to explain the Mistake Buster activity that I want you guys to do. Sorry, my student I was going to use has the flu, so I'm going to do the best that I can. The activity that we're going to do is based on, for the example's sake, regular and irregular verbs and changing them from present tense to past tense. And what you do is you divide the class into two groups, and you're going to have one person that's kind of the mistake buster person that's kind of in charge of calling on the students to come up and fill in the answers and holding onto the marker and stuff like that. And your job is more of a, well, you kind of take on the mistake maker because you're providing or helping the students provide a list of mistaken verbs that are not past tense. So the materials that you need are just like a large poster board or large piece of butcher paper and a marker. Okay, students, today we're going to do the Mistake Buster. And remember, we've been studying regular and irregular verbs, and this is just going to be kind of a review for them. So the first thing that we need to do is divide into our 1 and 2 groups and go sit with those groups. Okay, so they would go do that, and then as a group they're going to compile a list of regular and irregular verbs. And so just for I guess to make it easy, I have my poster already made with my verbs on it. And then as they have their verbs, when they complete that, you're going to want them to wait to start changing them to the same time because you want it to be a competition. And they have to raise their hand and be called on each student, if there's enough words, and hopefully that there is, has to change to past simple tense. And so they would have to have the Mistake Buster call on them and give them the marker, and they would write the past simple tense on the other side, and then it would be the next person's turn that volunteers. That gets everybody involved. It gives them a chance to be hands-on with the activity. And the person that's in charge of the marker is also the person that's in charge of making sure that they changed it correctly. Like they, for bleed, that it's bled and not bleeded. And just double checking theirs. So, and then for each one that they get right, the team gets 10 points. And then if they had either students that didn't participate or they got them wrong, then they can lose 10 points. So that's the basis of the activity. You can modify this activity to fit almost any age level. You can use a similar activity to what we just did and put it in short sentences. You could use longer sentences where they actually have to go into the sentence and find the verb and change it to the correct tense. You could also use it where you're the mistake maker as the teacher, and use it with like a spelling list where you provide the list and some of the words on it are correct and some of them are incorrect, and they have to go through and be the mistake buster and find the ones and correct them. You could use it with just a lot of different things. Having them, like with nouns, where they would say if they're a person or a place or a thing, and you have the list made for them, or they make the list or whatever, and they have to go through and find the mistakes. But it's a fun hands-on activity, and it can be used very easily with ELL students, and it gives everybody a chance to participate. And it's a non-judgmental format where there's no real pressure as far as mistakes, because they're finding and correcting their own mistakes.